everybody, welcome to my channel. I'm Amber Ryan and this is part 5 of my Inktober 2021 series. By this point we are at the second to last part of the series. I am honestly going to be so happy when all these videos are out for you guys to watch. It's just been a long road to get here. It's taken 2 months total for this challenge, which is absolutely crazy. So I'm definitely ready to get into some Christmas stuff after this. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this part. It was definitely a lot messy through this week or so of the challenge. I just got crazy busy through this one, so it was a big struggle just to get all of the art pieces done, and I think some of them weren't even done on the day they were supposed to be done. So get ready for the mess that is this second to last part of Inktober. Let's just get into the video. I hope you guys are prepared. So I was very excited for this prompt, day 19 for loop. As you can see, the collide prompt just above, this is the other prompt I did along with that one. And again, it was of my dog, Jules, and she was saving me by tearing up the tape from the movie Ring. And basically I looped the film and that met the criteria for the prompt. This turned out super cute, really in love with it, very simple, and yet it really touches my heart. And I think again it looks a lot like her, and I'm just gonna pop up probably more pictures of her right here just so you guys can love her just as much as I do. She's so cute. She was so easy to draw and she's super photogenic, and it's just she loves to play. She loves to play like tug of war, and she will go and catch something. She loves toys, so I can kind of see her doing this. Maybe not with the hardness of the tape, but she's not one to like cause a lot of mischief. She's not absolutely crazy, but I can definitely see her, like, if this was a toy, that's the stance she would be in. She loves to do that. So this was just a really cute piece that I'm really happy with, and I hope you guys enjoy this one. Sprout was another prompt that I really only had one idea for, and I stuck with it because I couldn't come up with something else. So I decided to do basically a Venus flytrap because I kept going back to wanting to do one of those, and whether I did that justice or not, I don't really know. This isn't one of my favorite pieces, but I think it turned out pretty cool, especially with the vibrance of the colors. So basically I just did a Venus flytrap at different stages of life, and I believe, I forget what I went up to, but it wasn't a fully grown Venus flytrap. It's going to be like a monster Venus flytrap, so it wasn't like full grown by the end of this life stage that I painted, and it actually kind of got crowded on the page. So I'm using a canvas page from like a canvas pad and acrylic paints, my Arteza acrylics, which I absolutely love, highly recommend those. And I am basically just making like different sizes of pots in this purple paint. And then I do like the different stages of the Venus flytrap sprouting out of them. I believe I started with the seeds, and I decided to stick with like a bright green and a bright magenta color. And then I also did, of course, that kind of dark but still vibrant purple color for the planters, and I think this turned out pretty cool. It got my idea across. However, I could have done a little better if I wasn't so rushed to, just to get this prompt done, because I just wasn't feeling this particular prompt. And I could have done a lot better if I was just loving the prompt. But I'm still kind of happy with what I pulled out, and here is my art. So I decided with every stage of life I wanted to give this Venus flytrap kind of a different personality in a way. So with the seeds, of course, they're just seeds, and then there's just the sprouting where it's just a little baby, and then the next one up, it's actually old enough to like steal eyeballs and eat them and play with them. So it's like a toddler in a way. It's very mischievous and causing problems, and I don't know what made me think of that idea. I think it was when I did the Jack from the suit prompt, and he was chewing on the eyeball, so I decided to kind of do that little Easter egg on this one as well. And then the largest one was actually big enough to eat a whole human, so there's a bone sticking out of his mouth, and so I think it was really fun to add those little details, those little characteristics, and kind of just add a little bit of character to these Venus flytraps, and so you know that they were really alive, they were very monstrous, they weren't kind beings, and it was really fun to just do those little details. Now, one error I did make is the magenta ended up being very transparent compared to the rest, and I think it's because the magenta was actually a different brand. I don't think I used my Arteza paint for that, and that's just one thing I really regret with this piece, even though no matter how many times I layered that color, it just wasn't really layering very well. It remained transparent, and that's really the only drawback I really had with this piece. Next 3 prompts for Inktober were so fun to do. I'm not going to lie, these were just so much fun to do. And they are kind of simple, but they each have their own just little thing about them. All 3 of them, I decided to challenge myself a little bit more. I used the same piece of canvas paper, and I cut them in like 3 equal measurement sizes, like rectangulars, and I had to stick the art pieces had to fit on that size of paper. Now this one was fuzzy, and I saw this little, I think it was like an art doll or like a mixed media art piece with this black cat on a circus ball, and I decided to do something similar for this, and I thought it was really cute and cool, and I really wanted to do a circus piece, and I wanted to do that a lot because this year I was a ringleader for Halloween. So I really wanted to do more circus pieces, and I really regret not doing more of them because my first Inktober last year, I did a few circus pieces as well, and I really wished I had continued that for this one, and just didn't really get the chance with these prompts. So if you'd like to see me do circus-themed art pieces in a video, let me know down below, because I would be so happy to do that. Now I will say this piece in particular, I will say this as foreshadowing. This one made me think of the movie Coraline, which is one of my favorite movies of all time. I grew up with that one and love it. So this one just definitely made me think of Coraline because the ball made me think of the eyes, and of course the black cat. There's a black cat in Coraline, so it just really made me think. And there's also a circus theme in Coraline as well. So all three things combined, it just really screamed the movie Coraline to me. So, and that's probably all you can think about now too, looking at it. So sorry for that. But I think this was a cute, fun little piece, and I love how it came together. And this is the next prompt, and the next day. This one became from one of my other favorite movies, Hocus Pocus. And of course, that is a Halloween classic. How could I not take my chance and do a piece for this prompt? I honestly didn't know what else to do for the prompt to open. So this was just the best I could come up with, and I really loved it, so I stuck with it. It is the book, Winifred's book from Hocus Pocus, and I tried to do it almost like an exact replica of the book, and it was just such on a small scale. I don't know if I pulled off all of that detail, and unfortunately I forgot to film me adding the stitches across the lines on the cover that I'm currently drawing, and I did paint those on, which you will see in the end bit. When I film all three of those prompts together, you will see that I did add those stitches. I just forgot to record me painting those on. So that is a little detail I forgot to do until the end, but I did do it. So also the little snakes in the corners don't really come off as snakes, unfortunately. And those were probably one of the hardest bits of this. I also decided to do it in like a museum display case to show it off like it was in the museum that was of the Sanderson Sister Museum that was in the movie. And of course, do not open the book. I even pulled out my acrylic metallic paints for this one. I think I just pulled out the one silver, and just to add the accents to that color, because I really didn't know what else to do. It was actually going to be just regular gray, because I was kind of being lazy that day. But then I decided, oh, I've got the metallics, so why not just go find my silver? And I also used like a light green metallic color, just to add that extra layer of like age to it a little bit, and to make it pop just a little bit more. So just to give that a little bit of accent, and I think this one turned out pretty cool, and I'm happy with it. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Leak was another hard one to come up with something to do. However, I came up with this one fairly quickly, just to do these creepy aliens. And it kind of reminded me of this game I saw Markiplier play, and I really forget the name of it, but it started off with like a creature like this, and every time it would eat an animal, it would gain like a characteristic part of that animal, and it progressed throughout the game, getting bigger and bigger as it ate more animals, kind of thing. So I don't remember the name of the game, but I saw Markiplier play it years ago, and for some reason that popped into my head when I was doing this piece. So there's just alien creatures from this toxic stuff, and I forgot to film a lot of the painting for this piece, and I really apologize for that. Hopefully I will get a lot better at this. I also pulled out my metallic green again, and I actually think it's near the same shade as I used with the previous prompt. It may be a darker one, but I'm actually happy with how the toxic barrels turned out. It came out like a little rusty because I wanted them to be like really aged, and then they accidentally fell over, and of course there was a leak in them, and that's how they got out. So I think it turned out pretty cool. I like the vibrant green of the toxic liquid, and yeah, so there is the third of the third piece of the trio. I'm going to be honest with you guys on this one. So I had to do 3 prompts all in one day. I had missed 2 of them, I believe. I got really busy and just did not have time. So I did all 3 of them at once. So unfortunately, that's just something I had to do, but at least I got all of the prompts done, and in record time too, I believe. So I did challenge myself. I did keep them to smaller little drawings, and this is how they turned out. So this one, I believe, was extinct, and yeah, I didn't really know what to do for this prompt. I saw somebody actually do something similar, like what I did, and I basically thought of the movie Saw for this one, and it was a cassette player. So that's I don't really have much else to say about this piece. It could use a little bit of work, but considering the time restraint and the size I kept it at, I think it worked out pretty well, and at least I still did the prompt instead of just skipping it. So I am proud of myself for that one. The original idea for this one is I was going to do Slimer from Ghostbusters. However, I just wanted to do something quick and easy, and I thought of my ghost character again and decided to have him in a sad situation where his ice cream fell off the cone and splat to the ground. So it's not as extravagant as my other ghost character ones, but it's still kind of cute. And here is the third and last one of this trio, which was Connect. And I thought of like a scary Ouija board, but I didn't want to do like the entire Ouija board, so I did the playing chat, and basically just in a horrific situation where you could tell something wrong happened when they were playing Ouija, and it didn't end well for them. Thank you guys for watching part 5 of my Inktober series. If you haven't already, please go back and watch all of the videos. Feel free to binge watch, and let me know down in the comments below which was your favorite art piece of the video or of the series in whole. I hope you guys are having a great day, and thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time.